Where do you get off stating that one of my teammates is a homosexual? Where are your facts? Do you know how detrimental that is to a guy
I
such
don't
as Troy?
state that at all. This book is about a very troubled, paranoia-plagued relationship, or lack thereof, between your quarterback, Troy Aikman, and Barry Switzer that disintegrated over a 2-year period to where they didn't even speak the last couple of months of last season. And one side, the Switzer side, as I call them, the Switzer camp, you know John Blake, a buddy of yours, obviously very well, Danny Bradley, Dean Blevins, who's supported Switzer within the organization, believed that Troy wanted them gone. And I believe that Troy wanted them gone. He's not a Switzer fan. I talked at length to Troy.
About all that.
Now,
I'm
wait a
talking
second.
about the homosexual part.
When it got so dark, as you recall, in early December, the final grenade lobbed from camp to camp was that, you know, the old rumor, it's 5 years old here in Dallas-Fort Worth. I'm sure a lot of people had heard it before, that Troy is gay. Now, I've talked to Troy about it.
I have never heard
Time
that.
out.
This is a
Time
man. I'm not gay, but Troy is a good-looking guy.
He is a good-looking guy. I agree.
And I'm
now,
sure
I talked to
there's
Troy.
anything wrong with that.
He can get any woman he wants.
He says he is absolutely not gay.
Do you know what
yes,
an
I know
accusation like
exactly
that
what it is.
will do to a guy like Troy Aikman, whose endorsement
Now, time
potential
out.
is unbelievable?
Time out.
Troy says that
time
he's
out.
gotten a lot of mail about this over the last 4 or
Oh,
5
I'm
years.
sure.
And he took the opportunity in this book to just completely shoot a hole in it. We're talking about 5 pages out of 300, and when you get to it, you'll just shake your head, and it'll be a pretty ho-hum part of this feud that's going on between them. You will put no credibility in it, no credence.
Skip.
And Troy took the opportunity to put it to bed
Journalism
once and for all.
101. Journalism 101.
Right.
You do not print rumors. A
Yeah.
rumor is just
Except
that.
this
It's a
was-
rumor.
Okay, we're getting completely off the subject of the book.
You know,
I mean, this
that's
is
the
such a
most
tiny
inflammatory
part.
part.
What about this, Skip? How Troy, Barry, Jerry, and Deion, and Emmett, and Michael won it all in spite of themselves?
Well, it's
What kind of statement
here's the
is that?
cornerstone. You tell me what you think of this quote from Troy Aikman. He told me on February 15th, 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, that from what he knows about what went on inside your team, what you accomplished as a team was the greatest achievement in sports history. Now, you are a two-touchdown favorite in the Super Bowl. Would you agree with that statement?
That's a hell of a way to clean that up, Skip, but I'm not buying it.
No, seriously, that's a pretty
I
strong
mean,
statement.
when you write a
This is
book
what the
like
book
this,
is
Skip,
about.
excuse me, when you write a book like that, are you looking for controversy to sell your book? Are you writing facts or beliefs
Deion,
of
that's
yourself?
a great story. That's a significant story to tell. If what he overcame, let's just say it was just Troy's overcoming some of the things that were inflicted upon him by Barry Switzer and company, and they're all detailed. I talked to everybody at length for the book, and I back everything up with the quotes. Again, the gay thing is such a small part.
It's not a small
yes,
part
it is.
unless
if
it's
you
yourself.
read, but you haven't read the book, and if you
it's-
did,
if
you'd
it's
say
yourself.
it was a small part.
I
read
can't
the
say
book.
that.
I read the book, okay, and I found a lot of it just to be regurgitated old cowboy stories. We've heard them all.
No,
It
I think
wasn't-
you haven't heard any of these stories.
Yeah, I think we
It's
have.
all
We've
fresh.
heard about Kevin Williams. We've heard about all of these things. We've heard about the Troy Barry friction. We've
But
heard
nobody
a lot of these
reported the
stories.
backdrop of the story. It's a character study between
is a
two
character-
very strong men who sometimes under the incredible pressure that we inflict here as a group on the coach and quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, occasionally they became these sort of irrational, paranoia-plagued combatants during the year. And again, I interviewed both of them at length, and it's backed up with the quotes in the book. And if you read it, you won't think it's so bad. You'll think it's just two human beings under the incredible, as you've experienced, heat of battle.
I don't know about that.
That's not
Skip,
what I
I'll
came
tell you
away
what.
with. Yeah.
When you go over there to the Cowboys now, when you visit, do you feel friction because of your book? Because I notice a lot of my teammates really don't like you at this time.
But I can't, that's my job. I mean, that's what I do for a living, and I told a very significant story that I think 20 years from now, people will look back on it, and it'll be on somebody's bookshelf, and it was again, if this was the greatest achievement ever, I make Troy Aikman out to be a hero in this book. Hey,
it's very
here's the
interesting
deal.
reading.
Here's the deal. I wrote a book in 92, 93 on Jimmy versus Jerry, Jerry Jones, Jimmy Johnson, and everybody said, "Where are you exaggerated all that?" And then 5 months later, what happened? Jerry fired Jimmy, and everybody said, "That's impossible. That could not have happened." And it was all in my book. That's what I do for a living. I'm a reporter, and I'll stand on 25 years of reputation. And I don't think we've heard the end of this
We
yet.
haven't, because you know
We
what I
definitely
found
haven't
about
heard the
this
end of
book
this.
after reading this book? There seems to be a lot of personal stuff in this book.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different things between you and Troy and you and Barry. You almost pitted everyone else against everyone else, unbeknownst to them.
Well, now
And
you
it
tell me,
seems
did they
personal.
speak the last 2 months of the season?
Yes, they did.
No, they did not. Absolutely did not.
I'm there.
Well, so am I.
I'm
Yeah.
at practice.
Well,
I'm
go
on the
ask them
field.
if they
How
spoke
can
a
you
word.
tell me they didn't speak the
Because
last 2
I
weeks?
know.
The last 2
I
months of the
quote
season.
Troy in the book is saying that they didn't speak. It was from, I'll tell you what, it was the December, Monday after the second Washington loss, to whatever that was, the 5th of December. From that point until about at least a month after the Super Bowl, I promise you they didn't speak a word.
All right.
I don't know
We
about
gotta-
that. That isn't
We got to wrap
true.
this up.
That isn't true. Why? We don't have
I
to
know. I wish we had more time for Skip.
go without this.
To be
Because I would
continued.
never agree with you with this. But I want to just thank you for having the guts to come on here. Knowing
Absolutely.
what the substance is going to be.